My precious child, come and sit with me a while. There are important matters we must discuss regarding the path stretching out before you. For some time now you have been journeying through the wilderness, going round in circles it seems, stranded in cycles not of my design. I see the weariness etched upon your countenance, the dimming hope in your eyes. Fear not, your wandering days draw to a close. Even now you approach a pivotal junction, a turning point in your story. The time has come for you to choose. Will you persist on the troublesome trail of old, or will you take the hand I extend to guide you onto the road of promise? Consider the path behind you, littered with heartache, broken dreams, and faded glory. How long have you trudged that cheerless track molded by others' footsteps? Generations trod there before you, locked in futile patterns that leave naught but emptiness in their wake. The Prince of Darkness offered flattering shortcuts, roads that seemed right in your eyes yet led only to ruin. Deceived by mirages of oases, you chased after wellsprings that held no water. Dead ends wrapped you in bewilderment again and again. Still you rose each dawn hoping, yearning for breakthrough, yet discovering only the same vistas. Do not despair, my child. Freedom stands within your grasp, liberation from the wastelands that long bound your soul in futility. The cycles that hemmed your days in endless repetition are shattered. No longer must you wander lost in their confines. Ahead the landscape opens fresh and wide before you, a land I have prepared overflowing with promise. New possibilities beckon your spirit to soar. Dreams locked away now stir to wondrous life. Blessings kept in reserve fill the air like notes of a long-awaited symphony. Yet even as your heart thrills at the prospects unfurling before you, I see hesitation take root. The well-worn path at your feet offers cold comfort in familiarity. Its grim terrain blankets the fears and falsehoods that long held you hostage. To abandon it means yielding the last vestiges of self-rule. The unknown looms like an unmapped wilderness, holding trials your limited vision cannot foresee. You teeter on a precipice of decision, wavering between the lure of independence and trust in my guiding hand. Let me speak directly to the struggle churning within. Lay down your stubborn, clinging to your own wisdom and strength. Both will utterly fail you in the journey ahead. The path of promise requires a new way of seeing, a childlike trust in my perfect plan. Without it, you will fumble in blindness and doubt, stumbling back into the ruts of your old ways. And haven't you seen the futility of that course already? The years of fruitless toiling under your own power? The repeated failures that left you empty and exhausted? The enemy whispers it is safer to remain in known futility than to surrender to the mysterious unknown. He is a deceiver. His promises of security cloak only perils that lead to death. The calling pulsing in your soul bids you take courage. No longer trudge the desolate road of independence foredoomed to frustration. Instead, place your hand in mine and trust yourself fully to my guidance and goodness. The terrain ahead holds no terror for the one who abides under my wing. Dangers unfathomable to you are bare to my eyes. My light illuminates each step, revealing the snares before your feet ever fall into them. Lean hard upon my strength, which will never fail you. Drink from my living water, and you will thirst no more. Feed on the bread of my word, and you will hunger no more. Abandon yourself to my care, and you will fear no more. The storms may still come and winds roar, yet in the shelter of my presence you will find unshakable peace. This is the kingdom way, beloved, the path of promise. Your heart yearns for yet fears to walk. It leads through green pastures and still waters on into realms of glory your eyes have not beheld. Wonders await there that once filled your childhood dreams before harsh reality stole them. Beauty to take your breath away, fullness of joy beyond your deepest longing, floods of healing for wounds scarred on your soul, release from shackles forged through the years, an awakening more thrilling than dawn's first light, This I pledge to you, if you will but come to me. So I ask you plainly now at this pivotal hour, will you continue on the desolate road that leads only to futility and destruction? Or will you take my loving hand and let me shepherd you into the abundant life promised from of old? Consider the options clearly. The choice is yours alone, and you must choose. The hour of decision encircles you, precious one. The familiar wastelands lie behind, their circles of despair exhausted. Before you, the landscape shimmers, awash in colors and possibilities too stunning to take in. My whispered invitation beckons your whole being. Come. Let us travel this unfamiliar road together as I show you wonders beyond your wildest dreams. You need only to entrust yourself to my care. Stretch out your hand to mine. I will lead you into the fullness I have prepared for you before the foundation of the world. My child, I see you are at a turning point in your life. The paths before you diverge, and you must soon decide which one to take. For so long you have walked familiar roads, roads your ancestors took before you, roads that may seem simple, straightforward, even comfortable. But know this, should you continue down these worn paths, you will end up right back where you started. The scenery may change along the way, yet the destination remains the same. It pains me to watch my precious ones trapped in cycles of lack and limitation, always running yet never moving forward, always hoping for more, yet receiving more of the same. My heart breaks when your hopes are raised only to be dashed once more upon the rocks of impossibility. When you taste provision only to have the cup dashed from your lips, when partial blessings serve to spotlight all that is still lacking, rather than showcase all that has been given. For you see, my blessings bring no sorrow, my gifts no strings attached. I do not deal in partial measures, nor temporary solutions. I am the God of more than enough, forever overflowing in abundance, unlimited in supply. So I tell you plainly, be wary of counterfeit comforts. The lesser gifts and loans this world offers are but glittering distractions, keeping you from claiming your full inheritance. Refuse to settle for a fraction of what I have already purchased for you, secured for you, made ready for you since before time began. Instead, choose the path less traveled, the way revealed not by earthly wisdom, but heavenly vision. The road that leads to places you've never been, blessings you've never known, increase beyond your wildest dreams. The comforts of the familiar will urge you to stay the course. But greater glories await on roads where I alone chart the course, roads that wind through wildernesses you've never trod, roads that require complete trust in my provision, utter reliance on my good plans for you. Yes, it is uncomfortable entrusting your entire well-being to one you cannot see with human eyes, unfamiliar terrain stretching out before you, my still small voice as your only guide. And yet, is any path walked in close companionship with your Creator truly unsafe terrain? Would your Lord ever lead you into barren wastelands devoid of care and keeping? Have I not promised streams of living water to sustain you even in the driest desert? I will reveal secrets and wonders never glimpsed by human eyes, bestow blessings unmatched by anything this world can offer. I will throw open doors of possibility, part seas of difficulty, dismantle mountains of impossibility. I will shepherd you into places only I could envision, and only I can enable you to reach. The decision is yours, my child. Will you continue circling the same cramped trails, knowing their every pothole and pitfall by heart? Or will you allow me to guide you into uncharted abundance, unfamiliar epitomes of blessing, new frontiers of breakthrough anointed just for you? The choice is yours, but so too is my loving counsel. I created you for more, my precious one, more than recycled pain, repeated lack, refurbished limitations handed down generation after generation. I formed you in my image for fresh blessings, customized glories, a heritage of inheritance marked by firsts rather than repeats. Yes, stepping into unfamiliar newness will feel uncomfortable at first. But has not your soul grown weary of the same old struggles, the same old aches, the same old poverties, branding your bloodline for decades untold? Are you not tired of fighting the same fights, shedding the same tears, scratching out survival within the same scarcities that starved your forefathers? I am doing a new thing, my child. New blessings, new victories, new delights with your name written all over them. I know it is frightening to step off the precipice of the known into the unseen realms of faith. But I promise your testing times will pale next to the wonders I have prepared for you. Your stumbling footsteps on unfamiliar paths will give way to dancing on streets of gold. Your shivering nights in the wilderness will melt into warm embraces in your forever home. Walk the new ways I set before you, beloved one. Ways lined with miracles and paved with grace. Ways that may perplex other travelers, content to plod the same tired trails. Ways that feel unfamiliar as you learn to hear my voice above the noisy clamor of this world's empty options. But ways that lead to long-awaited encounters with your destiny. Unlikely oases overflowing with blessings. Tables set for you in the presence of enemies and waypavers alike. Child, it is time. Time to trade the trudging, endless march of futility for fresh courses charted just for you. Time to loose yourself from the shackles of limitations past and step boldly towards horizons bright with promise. Time to lift your eyes from the circle of dusty roads at your feet and glimpse the soaring vistas of glory that await all who walk with heaven as their guide. For now you stand poised between the familiar and unknown, stuck at the intersection of more of the same and seasons of increase beckoning your name. Which way will you turn when the moment comes? Whose voice will you heed when I prompt you to depart from the paths of old? Will you continue trudging the tired circuit of least resistance, or will you allow me to guide you into adventures wilder and more wondrous than your boldest dreams? The decision is yours, but so too is my wisdom should you seek it, and my strength to uphold you should you stumble, and my spirit to train you in the ways of abundance should the path seem unclear at first. Yes, the choice rests in your hands. But never forget that your shepherd's hands rest tenderly on your shoulders, ready to steer you along courses of righteousness, ready to catch you should you fall. For I know the plans I have for you. I stand ready to give you a future and a hope, to pour out streams in the wilderness and rivers in the desert, to make a way where there seems to be no way. For nothing is too wonderful for me to give my beloved one, no destiny too astonishing for my children to claim. No adventure is too extraordinary for those who walk in close step with their Creator. This is my heart for you, my precious, precious child. More than enough. New every morning. Wells in the wasteland. Streams where you least expect. My joy, ever and always, to pour out bountiful blessings that remind you of how cherished you are, how delighted I am in you, how I sing over you with gladness and pride. You, my beloved, are the apple of my eye, carved into my hands, written on my heart, delighted in as my treasured possession for all eternity. I have good works prepared for you long before this day, paths that lead to life and freedom and purpose. Your part is to trust me one step at a time. Yesterday's stories tell of doubt and fear. You have put on my divine nature and share in my resurrection life. Heaven's viewpoint and resources are yours by faith. From this high place you can see the ends of the earth. No obstacle is too great. Take hold of the authority given you and speak light into the foggy paths of confusion. My vision is clear and unfailing. For long generations my children have settled for scraps and dwelt in the outer courts of my goodness. But the veil is torn. The way is open. Now you can dwell in the inner sanctuary of my presence and know me face to face. Ask, listen, draw from my unlimited resources. Don't settle for partial when my wholeness awaits. The lies of lack and broken identity cannot stand in this atmosphere of abundant life. Believe again the truth of who you are in me, chosen, loved, filled with my spirit of wisdom and power. Fear holds no dominion here, only love which casts it out. You will not find legalism but grace upon grace as you come to understand all I have made available. Don't shrink back, but dare to go deeper still. The old mindsets cannot contain what I am giving. New wine will spill out as new vessels come hungering for more of me. Stand in awe, but do not doubt, for I am doing a new thing in your day. Generations of captivity end with you, my child. No longer submit to the tug of old family curses seeking to pull you back. Their power is broken as you surrender your life into my hands. The cycle stops here. So now, child of destiny, set your heart to listen, and I will show you your unique path prepared in advance for your feet to walk into a glorious inheritance. The excuses end today. No longer can you say, I don't know the way, for I live within you to guide your every step. This is the battle already fought and won. Only believe and receive this victory as your own. Fear may knock at your door, confusion may try to cloud your mind, but now you know who you are and whose you are. Within your weakness, my power is shown as strong. So do not tremble, only believe. There is nothing impossible for those who trust in me. And if for a moment you fall, my grace reaches down to lift you again. Soon your faith will be steadfast, established on the unshakable rock of my faithful love. You will look back one day with joy on these trials that built within you a trust to endure. I am transforming you. Have I not promised this long ago through my prophets? Not one word will fail, but all will come to pass. The way may wind through difficult places, but fear no evil. My rod and staff guard you, and you bear my name. Every step takes you deeper into my glory. If threats rise up to make you doubt or fear, stand on my promises and face each obstacle with praise. Worship awakens my power and silences the lies. This hope is alive within you, an inextinguishable flame no darkness can overcome. You are my workmanship. Not one is lost when offered up into my care. Allow me to shape you without resistance to my perfect plan. Like clay, take on the form I designed specifically for your highest joy. Yield fully, that my fullness may inhabit you and overflow into other lives. Say yes to the call which has resounded for eternity over your life. No more missing the signs and appointed times. Now is the hour. Only believe and align every fiber of your being with me. Mountains will fall, chains will break. Suddenly the new wineskin pours out, and you run without limit into all I have ordained. Beloved child, you have found your purpose, prepared from ancient times for this climax of the ages when all that was promised will be fulfilled. Don't settle for less than my fullness. All depends on where you fix your sight. On temporary scenes that pass away, or on unseen eternal realities birthed in your life by faith's vision. Lift up your eyes, for the fields are ripe for harvest around you. No longer isolate yourself in doubt or hide your light for fear it is too small. It only takes a spark to set the world ablaze. As you pour yourself out to help others, I am pouring into you rivers of new life. Freely receive that you might freely give. Do not judge the day of small beginnings, but rejoice. Mustard seed. Faith moves mountains of impossibility when rooted in my word. Cling to the vision spoken over your life when first you heard my call. Hold it tightly when the fulfillment tarries. 1,000 years is a day in my sight. Though the wait seems long, at the set time I will not delay. What I have promised I will perform with swift and decisive action. In the solitary place I have established your roots down deep in me. Our fellowship is sweet, my child. Now the day of manifestation arrives when my life within you springs up a visible, well-watered garden, bearing bountiful fruit to feed multitudes. The sapling grows into a tree of righteousness, my dwelling place. Under its branches the nations will find my healing shade. No more hiddenness. I am taking you public with the gifts prepared for this very hour. What you have spoken in secret will be heralded from the rooftops. My spotlight of favor shines on you. My glory rests as a canopy over your life. You will never lack my presence or my provision as you continue to abide in the peace I give, which rules your heart. Fear and anxiety melt away in this secret place where I share my heart and make known my ways. Daily renew your strength as you wait on me. Allow my living word to wash your mind and uproot the seeds and weeds of wrong thinking or false belief. Plant my promises deep. They will take root and bear much good fruit in due time. The harvest is ripening as you align more closely with me in fervent prayer. Ask largely and believe without doubting. Then rise from your knees, armed for action, ready to receive all I am pouring into your life this day. Each moment is ripe with divine potential. Heaven's storehouses of riches and blessings are open wide. Stretch out your hands in faith to take hold of more than you can imagine or think to request. For I am able to do far beyond all you ask or imagine, according to my power working mightily in you. Say amen to this mighty work underway this moment. Lift up your voice with joyful gratitude for what I am establishing, even when you cannot yet see the fullness. Faith sees the unseen and gives thanks. Therefore, I silence the voices of doubt, delay and limitation seeking your allegiance. Put no confidence in past failures or defeats. Appoint your eyes on the unseen, eternal, now pouring into the present by me. Old labels and mindsets wither away. You are no victim of circumstance, but my beloved child. When I look on you, I see Christ in you, my hope of glory. The seed within you cannot be contained as new life springs up boldly. Death is swallowed up in victory. Every dark history now bowed down to this light, exploding in and around you, full of my resurrection life without measure. Nothing remains the same as my power touches and transforms. Believe again this gospel manifesting in your day, immeasurably more than you asked or imagined possible. Do not cut short my work with small expectations. For those whom I have chosen, enter my story where time and matter yield to the eternal, now bursting forth like the dawn to inhabit your life anew. Hope against hope, for I am the God of impossible miracles, of dormant life awakened after 4 days in a grave, of infinite paths cut through roaring seas and deserts on fire for my beloved ones. Lift up your cry of faith. Nothing is too difficult for me. Align your vision with my vision begun before time, when I saw your days and ordained each step into my glory and purpose. That ancient vision now time travels into the now with resurrection life, to revive long-buried promises and awaken gifts prepared for you from the foundation of the world. Child, cling tightly to my vision spoken over your life. Into the womb of those vision seeds I breathe my life. I open your eyes to see again from heaven's view, this new day birthing in you the fullness of my Son. His transforming grace reaches into the deepest recesses of your inner life, into secret chambers of hurt and failure, now lit with my healing light. Vulnerability before me ushers in the life flow of repentance and bold faith that manifest my resurrection power in you. Now together in my eternal plans as you yield your limited sight to faith's vision, the unseen bridge between heaven and earth, binding past, present, and future eternally into this precious moment with me. Beloved, see your life anew from my view, your moments lace with divine potential, to walk in the path I have uniquely chosen for your feet. Do not say, I cannot, for with me all things are possible to those who believe. Speak this gospel of mighty I am into your day, no matter how things may appear. Call those things not now seen into present substance through surrender and bold decrees of faith. As you speak my word, it will not return void, but run swiftly to perform my purposes in you and through you. Lift high my banner of faith over your life. Under this canopy, miracles unfold. Lead now where once you only followed the crowd. Take ground once deemed impossible, for my kingdom is now forcefully advancing through your life. No more hiding in caves. I call you forth into public places, shined on by my face. Others will see me in you as you go to release captives, still imprisoned by lies and unbelief. There is authority and power given you because of my life within. No more fear or shrinking back. Plunder dark strongholds by proclaiming freedom to those still despairing of life and hope in this hour. Lead them out into joyful expectation found in me. Show them by your life the path of life. For as you pour yourself out, you walk deeper into revelation of oneness with me. Gaze again at the nations, shining with my light and life through all those whom I am awakening in this hour to usher in my day of harvest. The long-awaited promises flowering into reality at last. All creation is on tiptoe, awaiting the glory soon to be revealed through my vessels of honor prepared for battle. Lift up a mighty shout for what I am doing among the nations in these last of the last days. You are alive in this significant hour to be a living demonstration of resurrected life without measure. As my testimony radiates from within your life, all will see and take new courage. No pep talk or therapy, but radical demonstration of my all-conquering love channeled through redeemed lives to shake up unbelief across the earth. No place left for doubt or hiding when exposed to my glory manifest through you. Signs and wonders will attend the commissions I have called you to fulfill. Speak my word boldly and just believe. Miracles confirm the authority given you in my name. Rivers now flow out, bringing life and renewal everywhere you walk in surrendered trust to me. No longer sit passive at the gates, but rise up healed and whole to walk the gospel message, vividly displayed through a life offered up to reveal more of me. Abandoned fully to call, unafraid to give answer to relentless love that compelled me to the cross, to purchase your freedom and joy. I have chosen you to bear my name wherever you go. You are the radiant one, clothed in garments of grace, sent to awaken those still asleep to greater realities found in me. Awake to who you are and why you are here. Your moments are pages in a divine story still unfolding as you walk in step with me. Listen closely for my voice of wisdom and guidance. Take no step unless convinced I have ordained your path. You are learning well, the sound and sight of heaven invading earth through a surrendered life. These training moments fashion you into a sharper arrow in my quiver at this climax of the ages. Much lies just ahead, though dimly perceived through mortal sight. But child, my vision is sure seeing through and beyond all that must yet unfold upon the earth. This eternal weight of glory empowers you to walk lightly through transient sorrows. Here is perspective solidly under your feet. You are but visiting this broken planet for a breath, an adventurer ambassador, heralding another reality anchored safely beyond mortal reach in heaven's glory, now walking among men. Learn to discern what originates from above and what springs up from below. My child, you must understand that the life I've given you serves as a beacon, revealing the falsehoods and deceptions that cloud human minds. Cling fervently to purity, truth, and honor, for these virtues are a reflection of me. Do not entertain the darkness that masquerades as light. Boldly speak the truth and let it dissolve the lies that oppose my word. Remember, you have been granted authority in realms unseen, enabling you to influence earthly events. This power is for the fulfillment of my grand design, through those who dedicate themselves to my glory. Give me everything, your whole being, as a canvas for my divine creativity. This is a time of boundless possibilities. Let your mindset be transformed by my word. The old constraints can no longer hold back what I intend to do through a life wholly surrendered to me. Remove the limits, make room for me, and I will fill you abundantly with my presence. In me you will find all that you need, and through a life humbly anchored in me, my blessings will flow unimpeded. I call you to a higher place beside me where you reside in full stature and authority. My kingdom has been established on earth as it is in heaven. Step forward, for I have opened doors once concealed from you. Claim your inheritance, a legacy bought at a great price. Don't waste any more time. Your destiny awaits your fully awakened life. The barriers will retreat as you declare my name. Enter into your divine calling, for I have prepared a path for you. Embrace the journey, for in my name and through your faith, you will experience the fullness of what I have planned for you.